In this tutorial, we're going to have a look at the Smooth tool. So if you open up Smooth Tools Start, and you can find that in the Drawing folder. Now, I'm going to start by selecting the Pencil tool, and I've already drawn some pencil lines here. When you're working on some detail like the hand here, you really want to zoom in, and I'm using Command plus and Command minus on the keyboard to zoom in on the Mac. If I was on Windows, I would be using Control plus and minus. And then I'm going to hold down spacebar and just move the image across. And holding down spacebar just temporarily toggles to the hand tool, allowing me to get this hand centered on the center of the screen. Now I'm going to select my pencil tool and I'm going to try drawing this hand. Now I'm using a Wacom tablet and pen, which is fantastic, but it's so sensitive that if I'm drawing and I get slightly wobbly on the line like this, it can be too accurate and pick up too much of the movement, and I end up with something like this, which isn't exactly perfect. So you can adjust smoothness options in the pencil tool, but I may not want to. I may only want to smooth part of the line and keep some of it a little bit bumpy. So you can also access in the same menu here the Smooth tool. Now if you want to pull off this collection of tools, you can hover here over the tear off strip, and if you let go, it will pull out that whole strip as a floating palette. And then I can just select the Smooth tool and I can move over these paths and get them really smooth. Now in order to do that, I really need to select the path and then start moving over it. And you'll see what it's doing. It's smoothing out the path, removing some of the points that are unnecessary and giving me a much nicer curve. Now I can switch between the pencil tool, so if I want to just redraw that a little bit as well, I can do. So using a combination of the pencil tool and the Smooth tool, I can really perfect my path. Now if I go into the Smooth tool options, you'll notice that there are also options in there for fidelity and smoothness. So fidelity will decide how many points are added to the path or are used. Smoothness will decide how much the path is smoothed. Okay, so we can continue just getting that exactly how we want it, and I toggle back to the pencil tool by hitting the N key and just redrawing that till I'm happy. Now you may have a few stray points that you also want to get rid of, so I can also use the Path Eraser tool, which is inside that collection, just to remove any stray points that I don't want at the end of that path. So that's the pencil tool. And then with the path selected, using the Smooth tool, and then using the Path Eraser tool to get rid of any stray paths. Now, of course, if you want to join the paths again, you can hold down the Command key or Control key on Windows, select both the paths, and then just draw, holding down the Command key to join them together. So lots of different options there using the combination of the pencil tool, the Smooth tool, and the Path Eraser tool.